Happy Friday, Ultimate Fam. Hope you're doing well. Coming at you live. Ooh, making a racket here. Coquina Key, Florida. Tampa Bay, right behind me there. That's it. It's been an incredible week. I wanted to do a quick live. I'm actually jumping on in a little bit to work with my Creating Your Extraordinary Life group, and I wanted to just take a couple minutes to, hey, thank you for the heart, whoever that is, tell you about something just extraordinary. Hey, Devin, brother, good to see you. You're going to love this story. Something extraordinary that just occurred, actually the last 24, 36 hours. This is a story of creating from commitment. Oh, Casey, the week that was created with me in it was mind-blowing. This is a story of commitment, the power of commitment, creating with commitment, and what happens when we step into commitment, get others committed. So where to begin? Let's start Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I was at a dinner with. I'm part of the Entrepreneurs Organization, Tampa Bay chapter. I'm no longer in EO, as it's called. I was in EO years ago. I'm no longer a qualifying business, but I'm a strategic partner. And there was a dinner for the strategic partners. Get together, we give money. We're sponsors. And we had a wonderful dinner with 11 of us. One of the individuals in Entrepreneurs Organization who is the chair of the SAP group, good friend of mine, got to know him over the last year. He has been part of my Creating Your Extraordinary Life experience and now part of that community. And it was just great to break bread with all these people and some incredible stories. And it was just a fun evening. That's Wednesday night. Thursday, I'm going to try to keep this as compact as possible because there's so many things about this that are wild. Thursday morning, I'm driving over the bridge to meet with somebody else who's part of the SAP group. And I was going to support him on a conversation with another a prospective SAP member, a prospective sponsor. Anyway, I got this idea, like we didn't know each other that well, and I had just offered the night before, and everybody was drinking and stuff. What's up, Justin? And, I thought, I'll just let him know if he wants to do the solo. That's cool. So I'm headed over there kind of early. Sure enough, the message comes back. I had a feeling. Yeah, man, I want to do the solo. He said it differently, but I could tell you want to do it solo. I'm like, cool, no worries. We'll have lunch in a couple weeks. So now I'm on the other side of the bridge. I got some time to kill. Found a little coffee shop, hung out, had some conversations, reached out to whoever the universe kind of popped in my head. Made a couple calls. Hey, we're thinking about you. Wanted to acknowledge you, stuff like that. And the individual that I was supposed to meet with for kind of my second coffee, I texted him and said, hey, I got more time, just so you know I can meet you in a different place or whatever. He goes, oh, let's have lunch. Gave me an address for lunch. So what you're hearing is already the whole morning, nothing that was planned is happening the way it was planned. Like everything's just, different. Now some people are like, oh shit, my morning's all blown and shot. I'm like, yeah, just roll with it. By the way, it's 3:33. So I'm like, all right, I'll head over towards where we're having lunch. We're going to have lunch early. And I was way early. So I'm like, oh, I got this package in my car that I've been meaning to drop off at Amazon. I got a code. I got to find a UPS store. Went to the UPS store. They moved. Again, I'm in a neighborhood. I don't know where I am. I'm someplace in Tampa. I just got my GPS. I got a GPS and I got a GPS. And the UPS store is closed. They moved. So, okay, a new location. So I go over there, out of the way, and I drop it off, pop in the UPS store, boom, boom. Okay, what am I going to do? I don't know. I got 5 minutes to get to the place where my lunch is and about 45 minutes to kill. I'm like, well, let's do whatever. So I'm driving down the road, and I see a coffee shop. It's called Kahwa, Kahwa. They got them all over Florida. Good stuff. I'm like, well, I don't really need a coffee, but I guess I'm supposed to turn in here. And I just pulled in the parking lot. Go inside, go to get a coffee. I'm at the stand, and the guy, I hear behind me, hey, Townsend. I turn around, it was like backlit, I couldn't even see. It's my buddy from the night before. He was there at the dinner, and the guy that originally got me into EO down here, I'm not going to say his name, but he's there. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? You got a meeting here? I'm like, no, I just wandered in, dude. Like, no business being here. But I guess I have business being here. You're here. And, oh man, this story's so cool. And we're chatting it up, just kind of like tripping over how strange it is that I'm there, he's there. Like, I've never been to this coffee shop before, no intention. Another woman who was at the dinner last night walks in. We see her walking in. I go open the door. I'm like, right this way, ma'am. She's like, what are you doing here? And she thinks that he and I are here to meet. I'm like, no, we're both here randomly. Anyway, she had a call. He and I are sitting down. We're just chatting it up. And he's like, I got to go. And we had planned to have lunch like a week from today. So this is yesterday, but we had planned to meet next week. Hey, I'll see you next week. It'll be great. We'll have lunch, blah, blah, blah. And some hesitancy going on. I was like, what's up, dude? He goes, well, there's something I've been wanting to talk about. I was going to wait till next week, but it sort of seems like, oh, serendipity, Marcia? We're so past serendipity at this point. We're like 18 levels down. What did somebody once say? Maybe Einstein? Serendipity, coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. Just wait. It's going to blow your mind. If it doesn't already, right? I'm in a coffee shop with some guy. I have no business being there. I saw him the night before. That alone. So he goes, yeah, well, I was going to talk about this next week at lunch, but I thought well, heck, you're here, and that's got to mean something, right? And he goes, yeah, so one of the things I want to talk about when we get together is some stuff going on with my wife. No problems, no trouble, nothing wrong. But, and I'm not going to share a lot of details here, but let's just say that there's a vision he has about where their life could go that he's very committed to and passionate about. And, well, I won't say committed to. I would say he's passionate about it and really intentional about. And she hasn't been seeing it the same way. And they just kind of been butting heads and passing ships and, whatever metaphor you want. But it's been causing a lot of challenges in their relationship. And he's got concern that it's going to create a lot of resentment for him if he doesn't somehow get it resolved. And he's like, I'm thinking of going to see a therapist and blah, blah, blah. And I said, dude, are you considering that I might help you with this? Because I want to make sure. I didn't just want to jump in. He goes, well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, or a therapist. I said, so time out. First of all, you want to go meet a therapist, go for it. I assure you in this moment, you don't need a therapist. There's nothing wrong here. I said, you have all the tools to navigate this, and it would be this close, you're this close to sorting all this out, to sorting this through. He's like, yeah, well, it'll be hard. I said, no, it's not going to be hard. This will be easy and fun. If you're interested, we'll get together next Friday. Instead of lunch, we'll meet for 2 hours, and I will coach you. It won't be a lunch. We're not going to go meet in a restaurant. We'll have to find something. We'll figure it out. I will coach you, and we'll sort this out. I promise you. Not like we'll try. I promise you. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that sounds good, and blah, blah, blah. And let me give you some more background. I'm like, I don't need background, dude. I don't need it. Thought that was maybe a dolphin. If there was a dolphin, I'll show you. And so we're like, cool, we're going to meet, switch the schedule around, bada bing, bada boom. A little bit later in the day, I'm thinking to myself, man, you moved too fast, Townsend. You like jumped in, said you're going to coach him, and I skipped some steps. Now, one of my rules is I don't coach outside of an agreement. I don't coach for free. And we didn't talk about money or any exchange. Now, I don't always coach for money, but I never coach outside of an agreement. There has to be some exchange of value. This is valuable, what I bring. And there has to be commitment on the other side. And yeah, I'll be there. That's not commitment. So I said, shit, I blew it. I do this all the time, right? I'm sure you guys do this as well. We get so excited. We just kind of say, yeah, let's do it. Bye-bye. We'll see ya. So pause. What would I need to do to clean this up? Okay, I got it. Send him a little text. Hey, man, please call me when you have 5 minutes. I want to clean something up with you. I'll be available till 4. 20, 30 minutes later, he calls me. Hey, what's up? I said, listen, I'm really excited about what we're going to do together next week. It's going to be incredible. And I unpacked how I'd moved a little too fast. I said, listen, I want to slow things down a little bit. I offered to coach you, and I'm going to hold to that offer. I want to coach you. I don't need any monetary compensation. Whoa, birds flying here. But we need to talk about an exchange of value. These days, it's $100,000 a year paid in advance for people to work with me. You're not going to be getting some, cut rate budget version of Townsend. Next Friday, you're getting the guy that if you'd written me a $100,000 check, that guy would be showing up. Now, I don't do 2-hour sessions with people. Now, you've been through my Creating Your Extraordinary Life experience. So we have a foundation here. So we could work together and create miracles in 2 hours. But I'm going to need to, first of all, have you understand and really see the value that you're going to be getting. Like on an hourly basis, that would be like, I don't know, what is that, $4,000 for the 2 hours. So that would be something I'm gifting you. But know that there's value there, right? It's not like for free, right? That would cost you money. It's my gift to you. So I unpack that, and in exchange, I have some specific agreements that you would need to get committed to, right? And I started listing some things out, and they weren't complicated. One of them was, I need you to start capturing your thoughts, specifically thoughts about your wife and the situation between now and then. I need you to create yourself at least 3 times a day using the declaration that we've created. And then I also got him committed to buying and reading The Ultimate Coach. Specific way that you want to read that. Read it about you. I did the whole thing. You know, actually, I told him it'd be like 5 minutes. It was probably 15. There's these 4 things, 3 or 4 things. Are you committed to them? Read them back to me. What did you hear? Are you in? Yes, he's committed. So now he's committed. Now I'm committed. I was already committed, but without his commitment, we're just going to show up and have a nice conversation. My commitment, his commitment, miracles. Get ready, because I'll probably just drop the punchline and then hang up and laugh. So today, I reached out to him to introduce him to somebody. I had lunch with another guy who just joined EO. I said, I want to make an introduction. So I texted him, hey man, I want to make an intro, blah, blah, blah. He calls me, and we're chatting it up for a little bit. Oh yeah, cool, make the intro. And like, it's funny because he's acting a little weird on the phone, but it's like, I don't know, it's just Fridays, like done with the week. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'll send the email. He goes, well, wait, I want to share something with you. I said, okay, cool. I was going to call you already because you're not going to believe what happened last night. He says, so my wife and I went out to a gala dinner. I already know where this is going. I already know what he's going to say. And we went out to a gala dinner, had a nice time, met some people, blah, blah, blah. We actually went out for drinks afterward. We were just chatting. It's the first time we'd really sat down and connected for a while. Man, you're not going to believe this, but we were talking, and like, we were talking about this thing that I shared with you. And like, she's open to it. I can't believe it. It was like the best night I've had. Like, we're talking about it. He's like, and all I kept thinking is, what did Townsend work some crazy magic? What happened? I said, dude, I'll tell you what happened. You got committed. You got committed. You got committed to creating. Not committed to, I want this thing and I want her to do this. You got committed to creating with your wife, creating something magical, something powerful. And the universe said, all right, I see you. Here you go. Let me give you a head start. I said, let me tell you something. I already promised you next Friday when we get together, it's going to be like mind-blowing. We just got like, Elon Musk to put some booster rockets on us for what we're going to do and what we're going to create. Because he was sort of like, well, do we even need to meet? And I'm like, meet? We're just getting started. Now we have some fun. Here's the thing. I don't need to spend an hour and 55 minutes convincing you about the power of commitment and then 5 minutes getting you committed. You already got committed. You already had a miracle occur. You see the power of it. Now we can see what else do we want to create from your commitment. He already got what he wanted. We haven't even met. And what he wanted was to be deeply connected in relationship with his wife and having a conversation, hearing her, being heard. It's all any of us wants. Unbelievable. That has been my week. I wanted to share this incredible story of the power of commitment, how commitment can create miracles. There is no greater force in the universe than commitment. It's like a black hole, as Steve says, for possibilities. You get committed and start sucking them in. And yet, most of us are sitting here waiting on enough information, enough of a view, a vision to get committed, right? I do it too sometimes, and I catch myself and I fix it. I clean it up. But that's the lesson. Commitment is where you start from and then you create. A lot of people say, well, I'm not sure I want to get committed to this woman, this job, this vision. I'm waiting for the conditions to be right. They ain't never going to be right. Anyway, if you're just catching this, I hope you'll watch it. Rewind. And have an amazing weekend, y'all.